Okay, so ganito yon. For 3K at saka for 3L and also sa 3P, I am sure nakita nyo yung ano, di ba? Yung shinare ko na recorded lecture. So yung babanggitin ko ngayon is a reinforcement of what I shared sa inyo. Okay? Yung unang nakashare. So para lang malinaw. Okay, so ganito yon. So there are four activities na naka-line up for prelim sa immunohema. So the first activity is cell washing. Okay? Cell washing. Okay, number two, after cell washing, ang kasunod is preparation of cell suspension. Preparation ng cell suspension. Number three, okay, number three is direct ABO typing. Number four is indirect ABO typing. Okay? So, isa-isahin natin. Okay, so what is cell washing? So, to do cell washing, okay, take note class in immunohema or what we call transfusion medicine. So, pag sinabing transfusion medicine, okay, we call it before as blood banking. Okay, dati ang pangalan ng subject is blood banking. Okay, nag-evolve, naging transfusion medicine, and we call it now immunohema. Okay? And in immunohema, usually ang specimen na pinaprocess natin ay ah, red cells. Okay? Ang specimen natin dito, okay, kunyari magba-blood typing ka, ang specimen galing from the patient or coming from the patient ay red cell. So para lang maintindihan, 'di ba, in clinical chemistry, usually ang specimen na tinetest natin ay serum. Okay? Ang specimen sa clinical chem is usually serum. Now what about in immunohema? Usually we collect blood from the patient, pero yung blood ng pasyente sinesentry natin for us to get the red cells, for us to get the cells. Okay? Okay. Saglit. Saan na ba yun? Okay. So, una muna is cell washing. Okay, so ganito yon. Okay, kunyari, so say for example, you were asked to collect whole blood. Nag-collect ka kunyari ng whole blood. Okay? So, after allowing the blood to clot, okay, sinesentry. So, pagka-sentry, inaalis natin ang serum. Kasi nga, ang kailangan natin ay red cell. So, after we remove the serum, what will remain sa tube ay packed RBC. Okay? Yung section P, makaka-relate kayo kasi ginawa na ninyo. Okay? So, nag-collect ka ng blood, whole blood, you allowed it to clot. After allowing it to clot, sinentry. So, nung sinentry, you have the serum, you have the packed RBC. You have the packed RBC. Diba? Okay, so tatanggalin natin yung serum kasi hindi yun kailangan. Okay? So, to the remaining packed RBC, so pag inalis mo yung serum, you now have the packed RBC. Now, to do cell washing, okay, pakimute, okay? So, to do cell washing, ang gagawin mo lang is to simply add NSS. Okay, maglalagay ka rito ng NSS. Okay, so after adding NSS, imimix. Pero yung pagmimix, not by using applicator. Okay, parang itatap mo lang sa palad mo yung test tube para lang ma-mix. Okay? Kung gaano karami yung NSS, it's all up to you. Pero usually 3/4 full. Okay? 3/4 kung saan ka masaya. Walang specific amount to be added. So to the pack RBC, you add NSS. So after that, you mix. After mixing, we do centrifugation. Sinesentry ng 1 minute. So after 1 minute, okay, we decant. Okay, ide-decant. Alam niyong mag-decant, 'di ba? Kagaya nung ginagawa niyo sa AUBF dati. Ide-decant mo para matanggal. Okay, you decant to remove. Okay, to remove supernatant. To remove the supernatant fluid. Okay? So, pag dinikant, ang matitira uli, yung PAC-RBC. Okay? So, yung ginagawa mong procedure na yan yung tinatawag na, yan yung tinatawag na cell washing. Okay? You do it 3 beses. Naintindihan? So, ano ang procedure ng cell washing? To do cell washing, you add NSS to your PAC-RBC, imimix, isesentry 1 minute. After centrifugation, you remove the supernatant. Sa anong paraan? I-decant mo o kaya gumamit ka ng dropper. Okay? So, ilang beses ginagawa, class? We do it 3 times. Okay? So, ganun lang kasimple yung tinatawag na cell washing. Okay? So, after cell washing, ano ang kasunod? What is now, okay, ano ang kasunod, class? So, after cell washing, you now have the wash RBC. Meron ka na ngayon dito na tinatawag na washed RBC. Okay? You now have the wash RBC. Okay. So, ang kasunod, number 2 activity is preparation of cell suspension. Okay? Pinaganda lang, class, yung tawag. Pag sinabing cell suspension, it is simply diluted PAC-RBC. Okay? Diluted. I-dilute mo itong PAC-RBC. Okay? So, dalawang klase ang cell suspension. You have the so-called standardized. Okay? There are 2 types. You have standardized cell suspension and the so-called non-standardized. Dalawang klase ang cell suspension, standardized at saka non-standardized. Okay? Non-standardized. We call it standardized if the concentration is known. Okay? So, if the concentration is known, we classify it standardized. So, halimbawa, 5%, 2%, okay, 2% yung cell suspension mo o kaya 5%, we classify it as standardized. So, pag hindi mo alam ang concentration, if the concentration is not known, then we classify it as what? Non-standardized. Okay? So, how do we prepare now yung cell suspension? So, paano nagpe-prepare ng cell suspension? So, unahin ko yung standardized. So, halimbawa, ikaw yung medtech sa lab, inutusan ka na mag-prepare ng standardized. So, to prepare a standardized cell suspension, okay, maglalagay ka kunyari dito ng 0.5 ml, okay, ng PAC-RBC. So, saan manggagaling yung PAC-RBC? Yung PAC-RBC, dito siya manggagaling, dun sa winash. Okay? So, magme-measure ka ng 0.5 ml na PAC-RBC. Then, to that, you add. Mag-a-add ka ng ano? Okay? Kunyari, mag-a-add ka ng 4.5 ml NSS. In other words, kaya siya tinawag na standardized, measured yung amount ng PAC-RBC, measured din yung amount ng NSS. In short, sinukat mo lahat. At dahil sinukat mo lahat, you will be able to compute for the concentration. Mako-compute mo kung ilang percent. So, anong klase yan, class? So, pinaghalo mo yung PAC-RBC na 0.5, minix mo kay 4.5 NSS. So, makakaproduce ka ngayon ng ano? Makakaproduce ka ngayon ng cell suspension that is what? Standardized. Standardized kasi measured ang PAC-RBC, measured ang amount ng NSS. Okay? So, ano yung non-standardized? So, say for example, you were asked to prepare naman non-standardized. So, kung non-standardized yan, okay, ganito yon. So kung magpe-prepare ka ng non-standardized, maglagay ka lang dito class sa test tube ng siguro few drops ng PAC RBC. Lagay ka kunyari ng 5 drops ng RBC. Tapos naglagay ka ng NSS. You added NSS pero hindi mo sinukat. Minix mo, okay, and after mixing, syempre ang ending yan kulay pula. Okay, kulay pula yung cell suspension mo. So dahil hindi mo sinukat yung NSS, hindi mo mineasure yung PAC RBC, you cannot compute for the concentration. Kaya anong classification yan? You call it non-standardized. Okay? So ganun lang kasimple. Pag sinabing cell suspension, it is simply diluted PAC RBC. Okay? I-dilute mo yung PAC RBC. Malinaw? Dalawang klase ang cell suspension, standardized at saka non-standardized. So we call it standardized pag measured lahat. Okay? Pag non-standardized, hindi measured. Kumbaga bahala ka. Okay? Basta ang kalabasan, kulay tomato red. Okay? Ano dapat ang kulay ng cell suspension? It should be tomato red. Hindi masyadong pulang-pula, hindi rin naman maputla ang pagka-pula. Naintindihan ba? Okay? Nagigets ba? So dito sa kwento ko, ang ginamit na diluent ay NSS. Pero aside from NSS, ano pa yung ibang pwedeng gamitin? Okay, what else can be used as diluent? Aside from NSS, to dilute the PAC-RBC, we can use what we call bovine albumin. Okay? So, other diluents, okay, ano yung other diluents? Number one, you can use bovine albumin. Okay, and bovine albumin is commercially available. May nabibiling ganyan. Number two, another diluent, we use the serum of type AB. Okay? AB serum. So pag sinabi kong AB serum, kunan mo ng dugo, yung type AB na pasyente, gamitin mo yung serum niya as diluent. Okay? AB serum class. AB serum is different from A and B serum. Kasi pag sinabi mong A and B serum, serum ng type A at serum ng type B. Pag sinabi kong AB serum, I am referring to the serum ng type AB person. Okay? So bakit pwede ang serum ng type AB na gamiting diluent? Kasi the serum of type AB do not contain any antibody. Okay, do not contain any antibody. Walang antibody sa serum. Naintindihan? Okay. The serum of type AB does not contain any antibody. Inuulit ko, ano yung cell suspension? Diluted PAC-RBC. What are the two types? Standardized, non-standardized. Okay. What will you need sa pag-prepare ng cell suspension? You will need the washed RBC and also you will need diluent. Ano ang diluents? Could be NSS, could be bovine albumin, could be AB serum. Now, take note, in the laboratory, sa totoong buhay, madalas ang pine-prepare ay ano? Madalas ang pine-prepare ay, okay, madalas ang pine-prepare ay non-standardized. Okay? Okay, inuulit ko, ano ang mas madalas na pinape-prepare? Non-standardized. So again, how will you prepare yung non-standardized? Kumuha ka ng test tube, lagyan mo ng PAC-RBC, bahala ka kung ilang drops, tapos lagyan mo ng NSS, bahala ka rin kung gaano karami. And after that, imimix, yun na yun. Okay? So, for how long? Okay? Kung baga sa gamot, hanggang kailan mo pwedeng gamitin yung cell suspension. Unlike the serum, 'di ba ang serum pwede nating i-freeze ng 2 weeks. Now what about cell suspension? Now take note, ang cell suspension, it is good only for 24 hours. It is good only for 24 hours. Okay? Kunyari, ito yung cell suspension. This is actually the cell suspension ni pasyente. Okay? Ito yung cell suspension ng pasyente. It is good only for 1 day. Okay? Prepare mo yung ngayong umaga yan, hanggang ngayon lang araw na to yan. Okay? Pero hindi porke sinabi kong 24 hours, okay, hanggang bukas ay kumbaga 24 hours lang yan. Hindi porke sinabi kong 24 hours, iiwan mo siya at room temperature. Halimbawa, prepare mo ang suspension ng 8 a.m. Pero itetest mo pa yung specimen, ito kumbaga yung pinaka-specimen, if you will use it at a later time, kunyari, alauna mo pa yan gagamitin, you can keep it sa ref. Okay? Nakastore yan sa ref. Naintindihan? Okay. So what is the purpose of preparing cell suspension? Okay. Ano ba ang purpose ng cell suspension? So pag sinabing suspension, diluted PAC-RBC. So imagine this one, itong binibilugan ko, yung wash RBC mo. This is not yet diluted. Okay, di ba hindi pa diluted yan? Okay, imaginein mo itong washed RBC mo, kumuha ka kunyari dyan ng 2 drops. Okay, coming from this, naglagay ka ng 2 drops sa slide. And you focus this under the microscope. Pag finocus mo itong chinekan ko under the microscope, makakakita ka ng mga RBCs na overlapping, patong-patong. Okay? Overlapping ang RBCs. At dahil overlapping, pwede nating ma-interpret ito as agglutination. Okay? Pwede mapagkamalan na agglutination yan. Kasi patong-patong. Okay? Na hindi dapat. Kasi in immunohema, lahat ng test, ang positive result ay agglutination. Nagigets? Okay. Kaya, before we do any testing, before we do any procedure, kailangan nating i-dilute yung specimen. Kailangan nating i-dilute yung red cell ng pasyente. Kasi pag hindi natin dinilute, hindi ka pa nagpe-perform ng test, meron na agad agglutination. In other words, we dilute the PAC-RBC, we prepare cell suspension to prevent overlapping red cells, which may be mistaken for what? Which may be mistaken for agglutination. Specifically, gumagawa ka ng cell suspension to prevent yung false positive result. Okay? To prevent false positive result. Nagigets? Okay? So, inuulit ko, anong madalas na pine-prepare sa lab? Non-standardized. Okay? Balikan ko lang ang cell suspension. Okay? Ano ang purpose ng cell suspension? Bakit natin hinuhugasan? Okay? Do not mind this one. Okay? Wag mong pansinin itong okay. Okay. Time first. Okay, saglit. Nawala. Saglit, ha? Ano ba ito mawawala? Saglit. Stop ko lang uli. Okay. So what is the purpose? What is the purpose of cell washing? Okay, ano ang purpose ng cell washing? Okay, take note, ang wina-wash natin dito, red cell. Okay, take note on on red cell surface, sa surface ng red cell, okay, sa surface ng red cell, you have antigens. You have antigens sa surface ng red cell. Okay? We do cell washing for the purpose of removing. Okay? Removing excess. To remove excess antibody. To remove excess antibody. Okay? Tignan mo yung drawing ko. Kunyari, ito yung RBC. On the surface of the red cell, you have antigen. Okay? Sa surface ng red cell, may antigen ka. Pero, there could also be antibody dyan. Maaring may antibody dyan. Okay? And take note, antigen and antibody, pag nag-combine sila, can lead to what? Agglutination. Nasusundan? In immunohema, antigen-antibody reaction may produce agglutination. And as mentioned, ang agglutination ay considered na positive result sa immunohema. Okay? So to remove this excess antibody, okay, we do cell washing. So aside from removing excess antibody, another purpose of cell washing is to remove excess protein. To remove excess protein. Kasi yung excess protein na maaring nandito sa surface ng red cell din, pwedeng mag-react kay antigen again to produce agglutination. Okay? So inuulit ko, iba yung cell washing sa cell suspension. Cell suspension is for the purpose of diluting the red cells to prevent yung overlapping red cells na pwedeng mapagkamalang agglutination. Okay? Nagets? What about cell washing? Ano ang purpose? The purpose of cell washing is to remove excess antibody that might be present sa surface ng red cell. Kailangan nating tanggalin yung antibody na maaring nasa red cell kasi pwedeng mag-react yun sa antigens na nasa cell surface. And that would again lead to agglutination. To do cell washing, ano ang pang-wash? Okay, we use isotonic. We use isotonic NSS. Okay? Gumagamit ng NSS to wash. So anong klase? Isotonic. Why isotonic? Okay, bakit isotonic? Kasi to prevent swelling or shrinkage ng red cell. Okay? It will not affect, okay, it will not affect yung red cell pag ang ginamit natin ay isotonic. Okay? In almost all tests in immunohema, so kung ipe-perform mo yung RH typing, if you will perform NMN and ABO typing, okay, if you will do cross-matching, if you will do Coombs test na tinatawag, okay, Coombs test, if you will do antibody screening, okay, these are procedures or these are tests that will require what? Cell washing. Okay? That will require cell washing. Okay? Sa 3K at saka 3L, narinig mo kung paano mag-prepare, kung paano gawin yung cell washing, di ba? So to do cell washing, again, mag-add ka lang ng NSS sa i-mix isentry ng 1 minute. So after 1 minute, tanggalin mo yung supernatant, you do it 3 times. Okay? So pag nagawa mo na yung cell washing, anong kasunod? You prepare now cell suspension. Okay? Anong paraan ng pag-prepare? Most of the time, you will be asked to prepare non-standardized. And to prepare such, kuha ka ng test tube, lagyan mo ng ilang drops ng wash RBC, and to that, you add NSS. Yun na yun. Nagets? Okay. So, after doing all of those, meron ka na ngayon. Okay? Kunyari, eto na yung Ang next na topic sa lab ay ABO typing. Okay? So, in immunohema, there are several blood groups. You have the ABO blood group, you have the RH, you have the MNSSS blood group, you have the KEL, the KID, the DAFI, etc. Okay? So, there are 4 ABO types, di ba? So, ang ABO typing or the ABO blood group na tinatawag, the ABO blood group was discovered in 1900. It was discovered in 1900 by Carl Landsteiner. Okay? Sino ang discoverer? Si Carl Landsteiner. Okay? And in the ABO blood group, individuals may be classified as type A, you have type B, you have type AB, at saka type O. Okay? According kay Lance Steiner, 4 ang blood type. A, AB, at saka type O. Okay? So, ito yung blood type, ABO type. Now, take note that for every blood type, sa kada isang blood type, there is a corresponding antigen and a corresponding antibody. Okay? May corresponding antibody. Dito ko lang isinulat. Yung isusulat mo dito, okay, yung isusulat mo dito sa nilagyan ko ng X ay antibody. Okay? So for every blood type, there is corresponding antigen and there is corresponding antibody. Now, yung antigen, saan makikita yan? They may be found on the surface. May be found on the surface of RBC. May be found on the surface of RBCs. Okay? While yung antibody, this may be found in either serum or plasma. Okay? Okay, ganito yon. Kung ikaw ay type A, on the surface of your red cell, you have A antigen. If you are type B, on the surface of your red cell, you have B antigen. Kung ikaw ay type AB, you have A antigen and also B antigen sa surface ng red cell mo. Pero kung ikaw ay blood type O, you do not have A and B antigens. Pero you have H substance. Nagigets? Okay. So ano ang antigen? Gagayahin mo lang yung letter. Kung anong letter yung blood type, yun din yung letter ng antigen. So kung type A ka, meron kang A antigen. Kung type B ka, you have B antigen. Kung AB ka, you have A and B. Okay? Kung type O ka, wala. Wala kang A and B antigen, pero meron kang H substance. Okay? And according to Carl Landsteiner, so aside from the antigen, sa serum or plasma, you have antibody. And what is the rule? Ano ang rule ni Landsteiner? According to Landsteiner, whatever antigen may be found on the surface of the red cell, the reciprocal antibody may be found in either plasma or serum. Kaya, kung meron kang A antigen sa surface ng red cell mo, you have the reciprocal antibody sa serum. Reciprocal meaning you have anti-B. Wala kang anti-A, instead you have anti-B kasi reciprocal nga. If you have B antigen sa red cell, sa serum you have naman anti-A. Nagets? Kung ikaw ay type AB, wala kang anti-A at anti-B sa serum or plasma. Pero pag type O ka, you have both anti-A and anti-B. Malinaw? Ano ang rule ni Carl Landsteiner? Number 1, that for every blood type, there is corresponding antigen which may be found on the surface of the red cell. What is the second rule? Okay, a reciprocal antibody may be found in either serum or plasma. Okay? So what is another term for antigen? So pag sinabing antigen, we call it also agglutinogen. We call it also agglutinogen. So yung A antigen we call it also A agglutinogen. B antigen is B agglutinogen. A and B antigens, we call them also A and B agglutinogens. Nagets? Other term for antibody. What is other term for antibody? Other term for antibody is agglutinin. Agglutinin. Nagigets? Agglutinin. Okay? So pag sinabing anti-B, we call it also agglutinin B. Anti-A, we call it also agglutinin A. Okay? Nasusundan? Okay, other term for antigen, agglutinogen. Other term for antibody ay agglutinin. Okay? Next. How do we know? Okay? How do we know? Okay? Saglit, nawala uli. Okay? Okay. So how do we identify? Okay, how do we identify the blood type? To identify ABO type, okay, to identify the ABO type, we perform ABO typing. Okay, mag-blood typing ka. And there are two methods to do this. Dalawang methods. Number one, you have direct, okay, direct or forward ABO typing, direct or forward ABO typing. The other one is indirect or uh, di- the other one is indirect or reverse ABO typing. Okay? So pag sinabing direct or forward, this involves testing. This involves testing the patient's red cells, the patient's red cells with known anti-sera, with known anti-sera. Okay? So, ang pinaka-specimen mo, class, sa direct method, ang pinaka-specimen mo sa direct method ay patient's red cell. Okay? Specifically, ito yung cell suspension. Nagigets? Kunyari, ikaw yung pasyente, magpapa-blood type ka. Kukunan kita ng dugo, okay? Ise-cell wash ko yon, magpe-prepare ako ng cell suspension. And I will test the suspension using known anti-sera. Okay? Ano yung anti-sera? The commercially prepared anti-A at saka anti-B. Okay? Known anti-sera. Okay. Ano ang specimen natin sa direct class? Patient's red cells. Ano ang pang-test natin? Known anti-sera. Okay, anti-A, this is the blue color typing sera. Anti-B is the yellow color typing sera. Okay? So, ano ang mnemonic para matandaan? Yung tinatawag na baby. So, yung anti-A, it is blue. Yung anti-B, it is yellow. Anong kulay yung anti-A? Typing sera, blue. Anong kulay si anti-B? Yellow. Nagets? Okay. So, yung direct method, we test the patient's red cells using known anti-sera. So dahil tinetest natin ang red cells, the direct or the forward method involves, okay, this involves detecting antigens. Okay? Ang dinedetect natin ay antigens using antibody, anti-sera. Form yung direct method. Slide at saka tube method. Slide at saka tube method. Unahin natin yung slide method. So, ganito yung class. Okay? So, prepare ka ng slide. You label them anti-A, anti-B. Maglagay ka ng blue color typing sera, saka yellow color typing sera. Okay? To the blue and the yellow, maglalagay ka ngayon ng cell suspension. And you mix them using applicator. Then we look for what? We look for agglutination. So pag may agglutination, okay, ibig sabihin positive sa anti-A, positive sa anti-B, therefore the blood type is AB. Okay? So ganun lang kasimple yon. So what about sa tube method? So to do the tube method, we do it this way. So pag tube method, okay, you have anti-A, you have anti-B, diba? Again, you add the corresponding blue and yellow color. To this, you add the suspension, the red cell to be tested. Okay? So anong procedure? Add or place. Okay? Add the anti-sera, the corresponding anti-sera. Lagyan mo ng anti-sera. Add 2 drops. Okay? You add 2 drops of red cell suspension. So after adding, imimix. Again, pag sinabing mix, itatap mo lang yung tube. Okay, imimix, ise-centri ng 1 minute. So after centrifugation, we dislodge. Okay, i-dislodge mo. Okay, parang isi-shake mo ng bahagya yung tube. So if after mo i-dislodge, okay, buo yung itsura niya, kagaya nitong tinuturo ng arrow, we consider it positive. So pag ang itsura niya parang humalo, we consider it negative. Okay? So how do we interpret, class? Paano ini-interpret, 'di ba? You have anti-A, you have anti-B, okay? Sa example ko, anti-A, anti-B. Pero actually, may isa pang tube. Okay? May isa pang tube, anti-AB. Okay? Anti-AB. So, ganito yon. You have here type A, you have type AB, you have B, you have AB, tsaka type O. So, ano ang result, class? What is the result? Positive sa anti-A, anti-AB, type A. Negative yon sa anti-B. Positive sa anti-B, tsaka anti-AB. Negative sa anti-A is type B. Okay, positive sa anti-A, anti-B, anti-AB, type AB. Negative sa lahat, okay, negative sa lahat is type O. Okay? So, para saan itong anti-A, B? So, anti-A, B is actually for what? Subgrouping. Okay? May tinatawag na subgrouping. Okay? So, yung anti-AB, anong purpose niyan? For subgrouping. Okay? Next. Punta tayo ngayon. Okay? How will you determine dito yung blood type? Pakinggan ito. Okay? So, direct method. Direct method. Ganito yon. Saglit lang ha. Tinatanong, kailan nga yung date? Oo nga.
Eh, ito talaga yung ginigrade, yung percentage sa kanila yun. Dali na, ba't ba ka nag-iinit? Tama naman talaga. Ikaw, 1, 5. Alam mo ba kung ilang 88 to 90 ay 1? Alam mo ba? Kabisado mo? Alam mo nga, tinuro pa tayo ng gano'n? Hindi naman, hindi. Inaakit ng registro ng bata para tanungin ako kung ano equivalent ng 5. Ano equivalent ng 13%. Di ba? Registrar kayo, sa amin mo ibabato. Di ba? Oo. Bakit mo sa amin tinatanong yan? Ay, yun yung kanina ko. Buwis talaga.
Okay. So, example sa direct method. Okay? So, example sa direct method. Sa direct method. Okay. Kunyari, positive sa anti-A, positive sa anti-B. How will you answer this one? Tandaan mo, class, itong palatandaan. Pag direct ang method, kung saang letter nagpa-positive, gagayahin mo lang. Kaya isinulat ko ay gaya. So dito, positive sa anti-A at anti-B. So ang blood type, gagayahin mo kung saan positive, type AB. Okay? Next, another example. Another example. Negative sa blue color, typing sira. Positive sa yellow color, typing sira. Okay? So ano ba yung blue color? Blue color is anti-A. Yellow is anti-B. Yellow is anti-B. Okay? Yellow is anti-B. So positive sa anti-B, gagayahin mo lang uli ang letter. The blood type is type B. Number 3. Okay? Another example. Positive sa positive sa A-agglutinin. Positive sa A-agglutinin, negative sa B agglutinin. Okay? So pag sinabing A agglutinin, okay, pareho lang yan ng anti-A. Okay? A agglutinin is also anti-A. B agglutinin is also anti-B. So yung term na agglutinin, yung term na anti ay pareho. Yung term na anti, yung term na agglutinin, lahat yan ay direct method. So kung direct method, kung saan positive, gagayahin mo lang uli ang letter. Okay, kaya ano ang blood type? Okay, the blood type here ay type A. Nagets? Okay, another example. Another example. Kunyari, positive sa A serum, okay? Negative sa B serum. Okay? So pag ang given ay serum, ano ba ang nasa serum? Ang nasa serum ay antibody. 'Di ba? So pag ang blood type ay type A, anong antibody ang meron? Okay? Ano ang nasa serum? Antibody. Kaya pag ang dugo ay type A, ano ang antibody? 'Di ba si anti-B, reciprocal. Pag ang blood type ay type B, okay? Ano ang antibody diyan? Anti-A. So pag sinabing A serum, it's like saying anti-B. Pag sinabing B serum, it is anti-A. So pag ang given ay serum, i-convert mo muna sa anti. Okay? And retain yung reaction. So positive sa anti-B, negative sa anti-A. So gaya ang rule, this is type B. Nagets? So yung salitang anti, yung mga kulay, yung term na agglutinin, yung serum, ito yung mga words that would remind us na ang method ay direct. So if it's direct, kung saang letter nagpa-positive, gagayahin mo lang. Pero pag ang given ay serum, before ka sumagot, i-convert mo muna sa anti. Okay? Next, indirect method. So what is indirect method? Okay? The indirect method class, we call it also reverse typing. So pag sinabing reverse, this involves testing. Okay, testing the patient's red cell, testing the patient's serum, testing the patient's serum. Ayan, nawawala-wala. Sorry. Okay? Indirect, we call it also reverse. Okay? We call it also reverse. So pag indirect, this involves testing the patient's serum, okay, with known cells. With known cells. Okay? With known cells. Okay? Ang pinaka-specimen natin to do this procedure ay serum. Okay? We get the serum of the patient. Tapos, ang pang-test natin ay known cells. And what are these known cells? You have A cells, you have B cells, you have O cells. Okay? Ang tanong, yung A cell, yung B cell, yung O cells ba, are these commercially available? May nabibili bang A cell, B cell, O cells? Wala. Kasi pine-prepare lang yan. Okay? Okay, pine-prepare yan. Hindi kagaya ng blue at saka yellow color typing sira. Okay. Okay, ganito yon. Yung A cells, extrakan mo yung pasyente. You collect blood from type A. And using the blood of type A, mag-prepare ka ng cell suspension. So yung cell suspension coming from type A, yun yung A cell. So ibig sabihin, anong blood type ang source ng A cell? Blood type A. Anong source ng B cell? Blood type B. Ano ang source ng O cells? Type O. Inuulit ko. Okay, inuulit ko class para ka makaprepare ng A cell. Galing yon sa dugo ng type A, yung B cell ay galing sa dugo ng type B, yung O cells ay galing sa blood ng type O. Nagets? Okay. Walang commercially available. Okay, so ganito yon class. Para ring direct. Yun nga lang, ang label mo A cells, you have here B cells, you have another slide for O cells. Okay? We place 2 drops ng A cells, you place 2 drops ng B cells, you place 2 drops ng O cells, and to this, you add the patient serum. Okay? You add the patient serum. And you observe again for what? You observe for agglutination. Okay? So ano ba ang nasa serum class? Ang nasa serum ay antibody. Ibig sabihin yung indirect method, it involves detecting antibody. Ang direct, ang idinidetect niya ay antigen. Nagets? Okay. So to interpret the result, to interpret, ganito yon. Okay? Anong interpretation? You have here A cells, you have here B cells, you have here O cells. Okay? A cell, B cell, O cells. Okay. So pag type A class, this is the blood type. Pag type A, negative sa A cell, positive sa B cell, negative sa O. If the blood type is B, positive yan sa A cell, negative sa B cell, negative sa O cell. If it's type AB, okay, type AB, okay, negative sa A, negative sa B, negative sa O cells. Pero pag type O, positive sa A, positive sa B, negative sa O cells. Okay? Ano ba ang meron sa cell? Ano ang meron sa cell? 'Di ba ang meron sa cell ay antigen? Ay antigen. So pag sinabing A cell, merong ano diyan class? A antigen. Pag sinabing B cell, you have here B antigen. Okay, pag O cells, wala. Okay? In indirect, ang specimen mo ay serum, 'di ba? Ano ba ang nasa serum ng type A? Pag ang blood type ay A, ang nasa serum ay anti-B. Anti-B. Kaya si anti-B with A magkaiba ng letter kaya negative. Okay, si anti-B to react with B antigen, pareho ng letter yung antigen at antibody, there would be agglutination. Yung anti-B na nasa serum ng pasyente, walang kapartner na antigen, so definitely walang agglutination. Okay? Yung type B na blood type, kung ikaw yung type B, ano ang nasa serum mo? Ang nasa serum mo si anti-A. Kaya yung serum mo na may anti-A, okay, pag pinartner kay A antigen, kay A cell, mag-a-agglutinate kasi pareho ng letter. Okay? Si anti-A, pinartner mo kay B cell, si B cell ay B ang antigen, hindi magre-react kasi magkaiba ng letter, kaya negative. Okay? Pag ang blood type ay AB, walang anti-A at saka anti-B sa serum. Kaya, walang antibody na magre-react kay A antigen tsaka B antigen, kaya negative, di ba? Pag ang blood type ay O, you have anti-A tsaka anti-B. And this will react with both A and B antigen found in A and B cells. Kaya, there is agglutination. Okay? So, inuulit ko class, pag direct method, ang tinetest natin, patient's red cells using antisera. Okay? The blue and the yellow. In the direct method, since ang tinetest natin ay red cells, ang direct method involves detecting antigens. Okay? Kaya para ma-detect ang antigen, ang pang-detect ay antibody. Okay. What about sa indirect? Sa indirect, we test the patient serum using known cells. Okay? Ano ang meron sa serum? Antibody. Kaya, yung indirect method is all about detecting presence ng antibody. At para ma-detect ang antibody, ang pang-detect ay antigen. So, saan makikita ang antigen? Sa cells. Okay? Nagets? Next. Punta tayo sa mararaming example. Okay? Punta muna tayo sa indirect. Diba pag direct, nilagay ko gaya. Dito, pag positive, hindi gaya. Hindi mo gagayahin yung letter. Ang letter na gagayahin mo kung saan, okay, ang letter na gagayahin mo kung saan negative. Nagets? Okay, number 1. Okay, positive sa A cell, negative sa B cell. Positive sa A cell, negative sa B cell. Indirect method. So kung saan negative, yun yung gagayahin mo. The blood type here is type B. Okay, number 2. Okay, negative sa A antigen. Okay, negative antigen ang ginamit na term. Okay, positive sa B antigen. So pag sinabing antigen, pag ang given ay antigen, indirect method yon. So kung indirect method yon, you apply this rule na chinikan ko. Kung saan negative, yun yung gagayahin. So this is type A. Number 3, positive sa A agglutinogen. Positive sa A agglutinogen. Iniba ko lang yung term, pero agglutinogen antigen ay pareho. Okay? Positive sa B agglutinogen. So pag ginamit yung term na agglutinogen, pag ginamit yung term na antigen, pag ginamit yung term na cells, ibig sabihin anong method yan ng ABO? Indirect. So pag indirect, again, we apply this rule. Okay? Pag positive, hindi mo gagayahin yung letter. Okay? Hindi mo gagayahin. Hindi A, hindi B. So definitely this is type O. Okay? Negative. Okay, positive sa A, agglutinogen. Positive sa B is type O. Okay? Next. Another example. Another example. Okay. Negative sa O cell. Negative sa O cell. Positive sa B serum. Okay? Positive sa B serum. Positive sa blue color. Okay? Typing sira. Okay? Negative sa A agglutinogen. Okay? Negative sa A agglutinogen. Okay? Positive sa B cells. Okay? So, ito yung given class. So, ang tinatanong dyan, anong blood type? Okay? So, isa-isahin natin. O cells, di ba? Cells. Anong method to ng typing? Indirect. Indirect pag cell. So, take note, pag negative sa O cells, lahat ng blood type yan. Okay? Lahat ng blood type. You have A, you have B, you have AB, at saka type O. Okay? Pag negative sa O cells, take note lahat ng blood type negative sa O cells. Okay, next. Number 2 is positive sa B serum. Yung term na serum ay direct method. Pero anong sabi ko? Bago mo sagutan, i-convert mo muna sa anti. Ano ba ang meron sa serum? You have antibody. So pag ang blood type ay type B, anong antibody ang nasa serum? Diba reciprocal? So this is what? Anti-A. So pag sinabing B serum, kapareho rin yon ni anti-A. Okay? So serum, isulat mo anti. Kasi ang nasa serum, antibody. Pag ang blood type ay type B, anong antibody ang meron? Diba? Kung blood type B ka, you have anti-A. So you retain the reaction. Okay, positive. So, anti-A positive, this is direct method. Ang sabi sa direct, kung saan positive, gagayahin mo yung letter. So what are the blood types? What are the blood types na mayroong letter A? Ano-ano ang blood type na may letter A? You have type A, you have type AB. Okay? Next. Positive sa blue color. What is blue color? The blue color anti-sera is anti-A, di ba? Okay, the blue color is anti-A. Positive sa anti-A. So again, this is direct method, yung kulay. So what are the blood types na positive sa anti-A? Ano-ano ang blood type? Ano-ano? Ano-ano ang blood type na may letter A? Direct method pag agglutinogen. What is agglutinogen? The term agglutinogen ay indirect method. Ano ang rule sa indirect? Pag positive, hindi gaya. Kung saan negative, gagayahin mo ang letter. Okay, gagayahin mo ang letter. Pag indirect, negative, di ba? So negative sa A. Ano-anong blood type ang may letter A? Ano-anong blood type ang may letter A? Again, you have A at saka, okay? Okay. So pag positive, hindi gaya. Pag negative ay, okay, pag negative, okay, gagayahin mo. You have A at saka AB uli. Okay? Next. Positive sa B cell. Okay? Positive sa B cell. So kung positive sa B cell class, kung positive sa B cell, cell ay indirect. Okay? Indirect yan, kaya kung positive, hindi mo gagayahin. So anong blood type ang walang letter B? You have type A at saka type O. So sa paramihan ng letter, this blood type is type A. Okay? This blood type is type A. Okay? Nagets? Okay. Next, another example. Isa pang example. Okay. Positive sa O serum. Positive sa O serum. Negative sa A-agglutinin. Okay? Negative sa A-agglutinin. Positive sa A antigen. Okay? Positive sa A antigen, negative sa O cells. Okay? Negative sa O cells. Okay, so ganito yon. Isa-isahin natin. Again, anong blood type yan? Okay, serum is anti. Okay? Serum is direct method. So, i-convert mo muna. Isulat mo yung word na anti. Ano ang antibody pag ang blood type ay O? You have anti-A, tsaka anti-B. Positive. So, what are the blood types na may letter A at may letter B? Diba pagka direct gaya? So, ano-anong blood type ang may A at B? You have A, you have B, you have AB. Okay? Next. A-agglutinin. Iniba ko lang yung term. Pag sinabing agglutinin, agglutinin is antibody. So, A-agglutinin is anti-A. Okay? Ang agglutinin na term ay pang-direct. Okay? Negative sa anti-A. So, anong blood type ang walang letter A? Okay? Anong blood type ang walang letter A? B at saka O. Okay? Next. Positive sa A antigen. Antigen. Ano ang antigen class? Ang antigen ay indirect method. Okay? Indirect. Okay? Pag indirect, pag positive, hindi mo gagayahin yung letter. So, anong blood type uli ang walang letter A? Again, you have B at saka O. So, nakita mo uli si O cell, negative. So, anong sabi ko dyan? Pag O cells negative, lahat ng blood type yan. A, B, AB, at saka O. So A, okay, ano ang sagot dito, class? Ang sagot dito is type B. Okay? Ang sagot dyan ay type B. Okay. So inuulit ko in summary. Pag direct method, anong mga words? Ano yung given na magsasabing direct method siya? Yung salitang anti. What else? Pag ang given, agglutinin. Pag ang given ay serum. Kaso pag ang given ay serum, what will you do first? Anong gagawin mo pag ang given serum? I-convert mo muna into anti. Okay? What else? Ano pang palatandaan na direct method yan? Okay, yung color, blue at saka yellow. So kung nakita mo yung anti-agglutinin, serum, color, ibig sabihin direct method yan. At kung direct, kung saang letter nagpa-positive, gagayahin mo. Kasi pag negative, hindi gaya. Okay? Okay. Pag indirect, ano ang indirect, class? Pag indirect, it would be the opposite. Pag negative, gaya. Pag positive, hindi mo gagayahin yung letter. So ano yung magpapaalala? Ano dapat ang given? Ano yung words na magsasabing indirect method yan? Pag nakita mo yung cells, indirect method, so you apply this rule. What else? Antigen. Ano pa? Agglutinogen. Okay? Agglutinogen. Okay, malinaw? Okay, next. Okay, next. Okay, may ganito, class. Nandoon to sa recorded. Okay, the red cell, okay, the red cell or the red cells of this group can agglutinate, the serum, can agglutinate the serum of the three other groups. The three other groups. Okay? What blood type is this? Okay. Okay, the red cells of this type can agglutinate the serum of the three other groups. So again, ano ba ang meron sa serum? In the serum, you have antibodies. So ano-anong blood type ba ang merong antibody sa serum? Sino-sino yung may antibody sa serum? Si type A kasi meron siyang anti-B. What else? Si type B kasi meron siyang anti-A. Okay, what else? Si type O kasi si type O may anti-A at saka anti-B. Okay? So ang sabi dito, can agglutinate itong mga ito. Okay? Anti-B can agglutinate anti-A saka anti-AB. Ano bang letter ng antigen ang dapat rumiak kay anti-B? Tandaan mo, class, ang partner ni anti-B si antigen B. Ang kapartner ni anti-A si A antigen. A sa A, B sa B. Nagigets? Okay. So anong blood type ba ang merong antigens A at B? 'Di ba? Ang may antigens A and B ay type AB. Ibig sabihin yung red cell ng type AB pwedeng rumiak sa serum ng A, B, tsaka type O. Saglit lang. Saglit lang ha, saglit. Kung may tanong kayo, those joining online, 3K, 3L. Okay? I-type nyo na dyan. Section P. Section P. Di ba si Ma'am Kahukom ang ano nyo, teacher nyo sa LEC? Nasa na kayong topic? Sumagot kayo, nakatulog na ata kayo.
An-
Sige, go.
antibodies po, ma'am.
Nabanggit na tong ABO?
Yes po.
So alam nyo na to. Mother. Section KL. Kay Ma'am Mai, nasa na kayo? May KL pa ba rito?
Ano sasabihin ko sa bata?
Doc? Doc, excuse me po, naka-mute po kayo.
Oo. Wala pa akong sinasabi. Sinusulat ko lang. Okay. Yung section P, pumunta na nga kayo dito. Okay, section KL. Okay, section KL. Nandito ba kayo? Kung on-site kayo, punta kayo dito sa 3 o